10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Please stand by for Zack Attack's review of Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Zack Attack here, and today I've got another film review for you, and this one is going to be my favourite so far, Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This is one I really can't wait to talk about to you guys. So Rogue One, a Star Wars story is the first film in the Star Wars anthology series. Now the anthology series are the films that are not take place in the main saga, but it's filling the gaps while not interfering with the main Skywalker storyline. So this one, Rogue One, it takes place a few years after the events of Revenge of the Sith with the first prologue section, and then after that, when it all gets a few years from that, it sets up a few days before the original film that started it all, 1977's Star Wars. So the film begins with a family called the Erso family who have been on this farm to live a peaceful life, where another character comes in called Orson Krennic, who is the leader weapons design division of the Death Star. Now Galen Erso is the main constructor of the Death Star, he's like the scientist of it. Now Galen Erso and Orson Krennic do have a close friendship together, while also having a rivalry together, which this is what explains later for the character Orson Krennic to follow. Now now that got over and done with, let's talk about the main character in the film, Jyn Erso, played by Felicity Jones. She is brilliant. Her character, she's so brave. She's one of those where she does everything she can. She's just brave, and she'll take a risk of her life. And what she follows up after that is that she meets up with other characters called Cassian Andor, who is a rebel spy for the Rebel Alliance. Chua Iru, who is one of my favourite characters of the film. Apparently he's a blind character, but he said he believes in the Force, and he has his other friend called Baze Malbus, who's a mercenary for the rebels as well. He's got a massive gun in him with a massive ammunition pack behind him. And then you got other characters called Bodhi Rook, who was originally an Imperial pilot who defected to the Rebel Alliance. And then you've got K2SO, who K2SO is an incredible character. He is a droid who was originally with the Empire, but then he's been reprogrammed to be with the Rebel Alliance, and he is an amazing droid. And then after that, you've got other characters like Saw Gerrera, who was originally in the Star Wars The Clone Wars series, and after that he was in Star Wars Rebels, and then finally in Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Now his character is severely damaged. He's got like two legs on him, he's got like an arm for his body, and he can't walk properly. It's like there's nothing of him left. It's like what he said in the film. Now this film, without a doubt, has got some amazing cinematography from the locations, from the Scarif beaches to Jeddah, the farm, overseeing the green and all that rain and stuff. It's an incredible cinematography, so I'll give high praise to Gareth Edwards to that. And also, the film makes an appearance of my favourite Star Wars character of all time, Darth Vader. Oh yes, I'm not going to spoil anything, but his scenes are incredible, and I've got to say, the ending of the film is the icing on the cake. Now just you wait until you watch the film. Now Rogue One, a Star Wars story, without doubt, is incredible. I didn't mind the story. Well, it is hard to feel the Star Wars again, because while it is going to the classic feel of Star Wars, but for some reason it still doesn't have the classic feel, which I understand because it is an anthology film and it's not really related to Skywalker saga, but it is a brilliant film. It's Disney are doing the right thing, and Lucasfilm are doing it so well. If they keep this up with the fan service and keep doing other films like the Room of Boba Fett film, or an Obi-Wan Kenobi anthology film, or a Darth Vader anthology film, and with the upcoming Han Solo film coming in 2018, I really can't wait. And Disney, if you're watching this, please make a film or a TV series set within the Knights of the Old Republic era, which set like 3,000 years before the films. Please do that. The atmosphere will be amazing, like the prequels, or the Jedi versus Sith Civil War. The potential is high for that film, so I really do hope you really look into that, because that's what the fans really want. And if you do it, then that's the fan service done extremely well, and you make yourself so proud, and to us as well. So Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Would I say watch it? Definitely yes. If you like Star Wars, well, you've obviously seen it, and I've seen it as well. If you like sci-fi, a bit of action, please go ahead and see it. I do love the expanded lore a bit with the kyber crystals, and the development of the Death Star is pretty scary. This film. Now, the criticism I have to give it though was that one scene though with Peter Cushing's. Now, unfortunately, he has passed away, but the scene where he plays Grand Moff Tarkin, the first few scenes, they use the CGI, which is very impressive. I've got to admit that. But the first few scenes of him, the CGI kind of wears it off. It kind of does look a bit like where it's showing too much of the CGI. But that's the only criticism I can get for the film because of that CGI. It can be pretty like washed out sometimes, but the CGI in the latest scene with Grand Moff Tarkin looks incredible. It was just that first scene where it shows him, it puts me off a bit, that I get criticising for. But other than that, overall this film is incredible. So my final verdict for Rogue One, a Star Wars story, has got to be an 8 out of 10. It is a great film. I love it so much, and in fact, the more I watch it, the better it gets because of the overall Easter eggs. Now, the Easter eggs I'm not going to explain because I'll let the viewer decide. So if you find the Easter eggs, then please let me know in the comments and see what you see. And also, I was in another video with this review with Sam Bolton, so I'll put the link in the description below to see what I originally did. Now, this film review was to expand my view on Rogue One, a Star Wars story, but in that one I just gave a few points of it, but because we didn't have enough time and we kind of like rushing a bit, so it was more of his video, so he gave all the talking. So right, thanks very much for the Rogue One, a Star Wars story review, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you've enjoyed it. So please like and comment, and please subscribe to my channel, and thank you very much for watching my video, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay for more videos in the future, and this is Zack Attack signing off.